It's time to become the best version of yourself and help others do the same. It's Monday morning, and we're talking success.
Hello, Soul family. Jordan Peterson coming at you live from Pleasant Grove, Utah. It is so good to have you on with me. It's January 12th, guys. We are already halfway through the first month of 2026. Isn't that crazy? I guess we're a little closer to a third of the way through, but still, it feels like we're halfway done. It's flying. Looks like we got a great group out with us today. As always, make sure you chime in so we can see you out there. Beautiful 73-degree morning on the Treasure Coast. Man, I'll tell you what, you guys are always winning over there in Florida. We are a balmy 28 degrees here in Utah. It is cold as can be. We still have had a really big lack of snow this year. I don't know what's going on. The ski resorts are struggling, and we are all just wondering if winter is ever actually going to arrive with the fluffy white stuff. But here we are, and we'll just keep moving forward because what else can you do? But as always, make sure you chime in so we can get you in here. We have some great prizes. This is a time of year where if you're not sitting down with your cup of hot cinnamate, or your hot cup of Renew at night when you're kind of relaxing before you get ready for bed, and setting it on one of these fantastic coasters, then what are we even doing? Guys, come on. Step up your game, get a coaster. I know it's one of those things, it's like you finally reach maturity and now you take care of yourself thing. Coasters. That's what that's all about. So make sure you get them. I'm going to give a lucky winner 4 of them because I know you're not drinking it by yourself. You got your spouse, you got your kids. Everybody wants a piece of it. So let's make sure that we get you taken care of. So we got 4 coasters we're giving out and a fantastic mystery bag. Find your balance. These bags are so slick. We were up at Lava Hot Springs this last week up in Idaho. And you can throw all the phones, all the wallets, all the keys in one bag so they don't go anywhere. Set it next to wherever you're at to make sure nobody steals it. Easy peasy, guys. We love it. Let's make sure we take care of it. Eric says it's 80 degrees in Lehigh. Come on. It's not either. I know it's cold there too. That's where I came from and it was freezing. So good stuff, guys. As far as housekeeping items go, we have our Soul Showcase coming up tomorrow. Some great testimonials again, 6 p.m. Utah time. Tomorrow evening, you do not want to miss out on this thing, guys. It's one of those things that it's just great to invite people to if they want to hear more about what Soul has going on. They want an introduction to Soul. Make sure that you're able to see what we've got going on from our live stream. Again, January 13th, tomorrow at 6 p.m. Also, we have our 1099s. It's that magical time of year where you're getting W-2s and 1099s and everything else from the jobs that you do. We're preparing them right now. We'll have them out by the end of the month to you. So if you haven't already, go double check and make sure you have your correct tax information in there, your TIN number or your EIN number or your social security number. Make sure that's good to go because we are getting ready to send those out. So sound good? All righty then. As always, we love to start this off with a shout out to all of you who are doing wonderful things. And since we ended last month, and we had an opportunity now to look at all the amazing things you did. We have some great recognition this morning in our success keys. We're going to start out with our primed up. These are those that hit prime during the month of December. I recognize there's all sorts of stuff going on in the month of December with holidays and trips and everything else we got going on. So let's make sure that we get some recognition for those that worked hard and got it done. Here we go. Sebastiana Santiago. We got Angela Brucheski as well. Eduardo Lopez. Salud Natural, Alvaro Medina coming in as well. Genevieve Valencia. We got Jordana Espinosa. Luz Dolores Ponce as well coming in. Abigail Frederick down in Louisiana. Kristen Brunius over in Indiana as well. Maria Bisiachi. Johnny Guerrero. Some of these names you guys are seeing all the time. Maria Fiares. We got Valerie Bledsoe. Listen, if you want to be at the top, follow Valerie's lead. She'll show you how to do it. Dioselina Manjuarez. We got Maria Lopez as well. Eric Patterson coming in as well. Osbeidi Figuera. We've got Yanet Vergara as well. Pat Al-Hakim doing awesome things. Virginia Viguera. We got Alma Sanchez and Mai Flores down in Florida. Maria Juana Magana. Anna Cano in Texas. Ann Cooper doing great things for us, hitting prime. Veronica Martinez. Sylvia Solorzano. and Jorge Luna Alvarado. You guys, great job being primed up. We love it. Well done. That's hitting the levels of prime. We have our prime mentors as well. This means you hit prime and somebody on your first level hit prime as well. Let's go with Pat Al-Hakim as well. You've seen some familiar names. Virginia Viguera, Lydia Ferrantino as well, coming in strong. I'm telling you, look at what the people at top are doing. Do the same thing. You'll get there eventually, right? Eric Patterson doing great things, and Genevieve Valencia. And then leading the way as well on our next success key. Power primed. Who else besides our own Lydia Ferrantino? Guys, she's showing you how to do it. She's willing to talk to you and help you. Look and learn and do the things, and you're going to be able to do some great things, guys. So congratulations to all of you who hit prime this last month. It really is as simple as hit prime every month, teach others to hit prime every month. You'll be able to achieve whatever level of success you're looking for. If you're getting to the end of each month and you're like, I just don't feel like I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, do a quick inventory check. Say, did I hit prime? Probably not then, right? So let's make sure we're hitting prime, and we're going to be in a great spot. So well done, guys. So proud of you for all the good things that you are doing. You guys, I'm so excited for this show. I have tried multiple times. She is a busy woman, and it's mostly my fault for asking on such short notice most times. But I have a dear, dear friend on with us today. She has been with Soul from the very beginning. And when I mean very beginning, she is one of the top 2 first people to sign up with Soul Naturals. She's seen it from the beginning stages all the way to where it is now. Please welcome on our show, Mama K is what I like to call her, Dr. Chris DeVilliers down in Louisiana. Mama K, how are you, my friend?
I am doing amazing. We have sun over here. We're fixing to get some cold, but we don't have any snow to lend you.
There you go. Well, and when you say you're fixing to get some cold, that your cold's a little bit different than our cold here. How cold are we talking about?
Well, we talking about the 30s.
Okay.
They always predict like it's going to be the 20s, but however, it never makes it there. So, but we're looking at the 30s later this week.
There you go. So cold enough, you have to bring in your plants from outside and make sure they don't freeze.
Oh, yep. I have to cover all the plants because I love my plants.
I know it. Oh, that's so great. Well, Mama Kay, I'm super excited because you have so much experience, so much knowledge, and I'm excited for them to see a little bit of it. But when I reached out to you, I specifically asked to talk about our new vibrancy. We've had it now since October, so we're 3-ish months into this whole thing. Talk to us a little bit about what you're seeing with the vibrancy and how it's helping people.
Jordan, the first thing, I don't know if you even know this, but I had reached out to Blake secretively through an email and just said, I need you to just order me some spirulina. And I was trying to get my hands on spirulina from Blake because I love spirulina. But I have to compliment one of my colleagues that we went take our board certification together in Chicago, Nikki Reed Wilson. She loves spirulina. When I tell you I think she sells it to everybody. So then I have another colleague, Abigail, and she's like, protein before caffeine. And I would always do the caffeine before the protein.
Okay.
So needless to say, when spirulina was the number 1 ingredient in this product, I think Blake looked straight at me and winked. And I was just like, yes. So, the first thing I want to say is that when I sent my first email out to all of my clients, I always tell people that we need to stop pretending that I could out-discipline my hormones. Because my first hormone to go was my thyroid. I was on thyroid medication. There's probably about 10 years. So I've always known the benefits of supporting it through the nutrition. So when we bring in the proper nutrients that the thyroid gland just wants, it's like our ATP cycle, which is our metabolism, can really prosper. So that was one of the first things that I started noticing with people. Like when we started taking it, so I got my hands on it at conference, and from there we left and we went to Moab, and we went to your favorite place, my favorite place now, and we did some hiking, but we didn't realize it was going to rain and we would get lost in the rain.
Oh, no.
So what I did notice, though, I had taken my vibrancy that morning, and we had What should have been a 2 mile hike turned into a 3.5 mile hike with some very, very, strenuous. But I noticed how my body was just able to push through. So that's one of the biggest parts that I'm noticing is my recovery. So I'm noticing recovery, but then I'm now questioning my other clients, and they were like, wait a minute, let me think about this. And they're like, oh, I see what you're talking about because we wear these aura rings. I like 2025 was all about tracking data for me. So it almost looks like health KPIs, Jordan, because I know you're the numbers guy. But the
Yeah.
biggest part is like they're not having hair at the bottom of their shower drain or the bathtub drain. They're noticing less hair being missing. We're noticing that burning in that protein really helps keep that blood sugar stable or, helps with the metabolism. Other clients are just saying, hey, I've been on this supplement. Can I switch to, this thyroid? And I actually say, it's a whole hormone. It's not just for one hormone because they're communicators. And the other part that I love on here, I have always loved Dulse. I've always like kept it in my bathroom as a liquid. So when we put it in this product to just get those nutrients that comes from Dulse, so it's like us going snorkeling, but we bring a couple of the vegetables that we're going to see at the bottom of the sea, and we can actually put it in our plate and eat it.
I love
But I
that.
don't have to taste that, salty taste or, everybody has that taste issue. I'm like, yep, you just have to take your capsule. And I love that it's in a larger capsule that we're getting more and we don't have to take two um, capsules and we can just stay with one.
Oh, I love that. And so with the people you're seeing, I mean, obviously you have all sorts of clients and you've been helping people from all over the world. How many people do you think could benefit from a product like Vibrancy? I mean, sometimes we look at it and we're like, oh, it's a thyroid stimulator. So it's like a very niche product for just a certain type of people, right? Or what are you seeing as far as clientele and people that are using it? Is this truly a product for everybody?
The age group is so far. Like when I sit here and say I have 30-year-olds on it and I have 80-year-olds on it. So when we're looking, I mean, if you're a man and you have if you have hormones, I tell this to people, do you have hormones? And they look at me and some people actually like think about it. Yeah, I have hormones. And these teenagers that we just want to I call them, let me see how I can say this really kindly. We want to roll our eyes at them.
Uh-huh.
What one of the big things, like in that aspect that I notice, it's how it brought this calmness. I call it like this is the thing. I have a granddaughter. She texted me last night and she says, oh my God, I'm so bloated. And she sends me a picture of her picture, and I'm like, yeah, I see that. And I said, well, you want to go from bloated to balance? Well, yeah, I do. And people don't think of this product in those. Are you irritable and you want to be grounded? Or are you exhausted and you want to be steady? Because that hike was exhausting, but I stayed steady and I stayed strong. And so, you could also ask yourself, is this just aging or do I want to feel like myself again? So I call this product, it's like, hey, do you want to feel like yourself again? Because of it, I look at it as this is a huge nutrient. Everybody wants to get their, oh, I don't want to take supplements. I want to get it from my food and my nutrients. And I said, okay, well, do you come from the part of the world that actually eats a lot of sea vegetables? Well, no. I mean, yeah, we do you eat seafood here, but we don't eat you know, if I were to go tell Johnny, hey, go ahead and bring me some moss home from the basin that kind of has some mud on it, I wouldn't want to eat that.
Right.
But I'll eat his bass that he brings. But it's not the same as, that clear, pristine water that it's all being raised in and all the nutrients. So the biggest part, like with my clients that I'm seeing, it's how can we bring in this wonderful nutrient that's going to help all the way around? So when they come to me and they're saying, man, I'm so tired and, I'm 25 years old, I'm exhausted, I have the anxiety, and I'm like, I got that one product for you. Let's try that. Let's just start there. I might throw in that Vertizyme, or, for my older women, I might throw in that Neuro IM, but it's like now that's my starting go-to. But then my advanced clients are just like, they come in and they're like, man, I read your email. I want that. So my daughter Allie was just like, Mom, I can't even keep up with the vibrancy. Stop recommending it. And I'm like, well, you need to order more. Like, what's wrong with you? No. So
I
when
love
it
that.
first came in, they were like, wait, I can't get my hands on it, and you already have some? And I was like, yep. But, one of the things I did, I ended up, I kind of work, y'all, and I said, but B, I need more than one. If I come home with one, so needless to say, she let me have my four. And when I came back, though, I shared it with everybody. So I went deliver one in Lafayette to Granny D. I went ahead, I got Abigail and Allie one. And, it's like right afterwards, within 3 days, I could notice a difference in our office, or I, got some feedback, and she was like, thank you, because it was an exhausting time for her. She wasn't sleeping at night, taking care of her husband. So I think the biggest part that I've noticed with my clients is when they bring it in the mornings, it gives you, like, it's not that caffeine, it's not that rev up like you're going to drink an energy drink.
Hmm.
It's naturally providing that, naturally occurring the way the body just wants to. So if you're a little slower that morning, yeah, it's going to give you that little boost to be stronger. I think the resilience part and that strength part, that's what I'm noticing more with the clients. Because my mom, she's 82 years old, and of course we call her Red Runner because she got this new little red car, and that thing just goes back and forth and back and forth. She's got more energy than anybody in the her friends say, how you do all this? She says, go see Chris.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
Yeah, but if you're even just thinking about it, or somebody saying, will everybody wants to know, is this product going to work for me? And this is one of the things I tell them. I said, I've been around a long time in natural health. Spirulina by far is something I always 100% have on me. So now I can have vibrancy on me. And if I'm going to drink coffee, I take my spirulina or my vibrancy first. And then I have that cup of coffee. But this year I've given up coffee because I really wanted my metabolism to start working on its own. And so when vibrancy came out, like, I noticed that little difference of I didn't even need that caffeine in the morning. That was the beauty. It's like I don't need caffeine to start my day anymore. And so a lot of people just need caffeine to start their day. What if you would try this instead and start seeing, oh, my body can make its own energy when I give it the right nutrients?
Oh, I love that so much. I was taking some notes while we were talking because I think for somebody who's new, especially, they'll look at it and be like, how do I know if I should talk to somebody about vibrancy? Well, like, what are they going through that would be a trigger? If somebody comes to me and says I have digestive issues, it's easy to be like, oh, probiotics, Vertizymes, whatever. But with
Yeah.
vibrancy, it could be a little different because it's a newer product. We're not sure how to recommend it or who to talk to about it. And so some things I noticed when you were talking, you talked about helping them feel resilient, bringing strength and energy, helping them feel like themselves again. Anybody with hormones, right? So this can be a product for men or women. It can help
Yeah.
anybody in any situation. We know that there's kind of a huge push right now in the world for products for perimenopause and menopause to help women through
Mhm.
that joyful time of their life. And if I understand you correctly, you're saying vibrancy works for all of this stuff.
Absolutely. I am full-fledged into postmenopause, have for the last 5 years dealt with all the stuff. And in the last 6 months, I leaned in and I said, okay, I really have to get me thriving again. I was doing all the right things. I was eating right. I was exercising. I was doing yoga. I was meditating. You name it, I was doing it. Somebody can come up to me, well, did you try? I promise you the answer's probably absolutely yes. I'm taking the vitamins. I'm taking the supplements. I'm changing the fats. I'm not doing the seed oils. I mean, what else do want? Like, it's,
Yeah.
that moment in life. And you feel you're doing everything right. And the biggest part, it's like, we talk about amino acids, we talk about peptides today. Hello, a protein becomes an amino acid in the body that converts to the peptide. And when I look at some of the nutrients that's in here, along with that ginseng, I'm looking and saying, wow, okay, we're giving that body the protein. We're giving we have a carb, a protein, and a fat. We have all of the nutrients. So it's so well rounded that it's a complete food. That's the part that I really like about this. And I'm one that I wasn't metabolizing fat like, most people would. And so Infatuate was never one of my big go-tos. It just wasn't that one that I would say that's the one for me. So when this one came out and I brought it in, I was just like, oh my word, yes, I like this. And in the month of November, I actually did one at like right when I get up in the morning, and then I would do another one at 11 o'clock. And I noticed that month a lot of changes happen. So if you're thinking about if you have cravings for sweets, sometimes if we're bringing in and we're stabilizing with that protein first, then it's going to balance out. A lot of people say, well, how's this going to work with my intermittent fasting? But you have to know your body. Not everybody's equipped to do intermittent fasting when you're going through perimenopause or menopause and your glucose is spiking. And when I tell people over 99, and 99 is the train wreck, it's the warning sign. Oh, you're starting to not metabolize that sugar like you should. And so, as a postmenopausal person, so menopause is actually just one day. It's that day everything goes goodbye, but then 365 days later, you get the check mark, your menopause. And then afterwards, you know, I was like, can this go south that quickly? I mean, I had a list. I was keeping symptoms, and I'm like, everything I was doing was not working anymore. And so, yes, I did bring in, the female estrogen and progesterone. However, when Vibrancy, this was in the summer in July, August, when Vibrancy came out, and I had done some hiking in August when I brought the other ones in. I don't think without the Vibrancy, I would have had the resilience to be strong for us to climb up where we got lost, and we had to really, because I'm from flatland. I don't
Uh-huh.
have no training in hiking. And when I go to Jordan's area, I want to be there, but God, it's tough.
Uh-huh. No, that's great. And
It,
and and and
I
for
mean,
that,
I
Chris, because you
found it.
have had that experience and you've seen this so much, and to me, you're just such a great example of this. As you talked earlier, you tried everything under the sun to get everything figured out, right? You gave up seed oils, you were exercising, eating the right nutrients, supplements, all that stuff. Tell us a little bit, brag a little bit on yourself. How much weight did you lose? What did your transformation look like?
Well, as of today, I'm 44 pounds down,
Unbelievable.
and I'll get emotional. It's been a 16-month journey, and it is so rewarding to be where I'm at today. And when I just told you you can't out discipline some things, I have discipline, I have organization, I have, and have done all the right things, eaten the right foods. Johnny will sit next to me. My husband, he just has this amazing metabolism. And I
Hmm.
just look at him and say, really, dude? And we live in the same house. We eat, he's like, okay, now I'm one of the people that where you would say, oh, just eat less. Oh, just do this. Oh, you need to do more cardio. Well, I can I can show you all the theories, how it happened, what happened. But when your cortisol is not rebuilding, and that adrenal and thyroid has to work together hand in hand. And when that body's in burnout and can't recover, this is the biggest part. Recovery was the number one thing I started working on. And so this journey, yes, I've been to where I've lost the weight right before my father was going to pass away. I had finally gotten, at a very good point. And then needless to say, nights of not sleeping and taking care of him for 6 weeks, really burned me out. And then 6 weeks later, I'd lose his sister, who I was very close to. So, needless to say, a year of grief kind of put everything on pause. However, after this, I was like, it's time to invest in me first. And that last year, 2025, was definitely invest in you. If it's 2026, I'm going to sit here and tell you guys, like, find that one non-negotiable. And my non-negotiable was me putting other people before me. And that's what I did. And so this morning, Johnny was making me run late. And I'm like, look, dude, I have to get to the gym, wash my hair, do this, do that. I said, I might need another vibrancy this morning because I need a lot more energy today.
There you go. Oh, that's great.
And he's like, nope, I'm on task. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, I love it. Oh, that is so good. And you are such an inspiration. We got some great comments coming in about how inspirational you are and just the amazing things that you've done. And we're so glad to have you part of the Soul family. Your knowledge is just so expansive, and you're just able to talk about anything in such great detail, and the experiences you're having with your clients and with yourself. That's what I love so much. Is it's one thing just to kind of talk to other people about it, but I mean, you've lived this. I mean, as you've mentioned, for the past 16 months, like this has been your life. And so when people sit down with you, you can say, I know where you're at because I was there just recently, and let me help you and let me talk to you about these products. And we're seeing such great things happen because of that. So thank you so much for being part of the Soul family and just changing lives and being the inspiration that you are.
Well, thank y'all so much. And thank you for Greg reaching out and making me a part of the team that wrote the menopause, because I was passionate about it. And I think Allison really found that out when I would send her like emails, very unorganized. I said she would have failed me in her class immediately. I said, you're either going to get my brain dumping or you're going to get it at, where I have to edit it. And I don't have, not to say that I didn't want to say didn't have time to edit it. I asked her in advance, do I have to send you an edited copy or can I just brain dump on you? And she was like, brain dump. And so it was I was just so excited last year that while I was actively going through all of these changes, that we were just bringing this to the forefront. And I'm going to sit here and tell you, women's health has been neglected for many, many, many years. And I am so just thankful for Soul for seeing that women's health needs to be addressed. Look, I know that all of this can benefit men in andropause, because I was the one who told Allison we have to bring up andropause. Men don't even know what the term means, and we need to bring this like a household name. And she was like, wow, thank you so much for bringing that up, because men have the thyroid issues that go unaddressed for years and years and years. And when we can help them get that motivation back. So from the andropause side, I want to let you know, if you're lacking in that motivation that you were completing task, vibrancy is your definite go-to.
There you go. So all the women listening right now, if you have a male in your life that you notice is struggling with that stuff, let's get the vibrancy out there for him and see if it can be the game changer he's looking for. And again, things we're talking about: resiliency, strength, energy, feel like yourself again, finding balance. Those are all things that we can find with this vibrancy, and that's what's so exciting for it. So Rachel says, menopause packages for men too, but try telling them that, right? Yeah, it's a little tricky to say, hey, I'm going to put you on a menopause. Although most men are just...
Rachel,
yeah, go ahead.
let's go after Greg and Jordan and Blake right now and say, where's our andropause pack?
You know what? I'm going to commit to looking into that as soon as we get off this call and see what we can do.
Challenge down. I like this. Thank you, Rachel. I'm going to have to reach out to Rachel and say, thank you for
Rachel
bringing up
Moore.
that
She's
we
all
need to
over it. I love it. That's so good. So
Okay.
good. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Mama Kay. We sure love you. Take care of yourself down there in
Love
Louisiana. Let's
you.
do this again soon.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
See ya. Oh man, you guys, how great was that? So many good things and so many jewels that you can find in there. Watch it again. See, as you listen to Chris, the thing that I love about it is she has so much knowledge that she can share, that there's little gems all the way through it that you go, oh, I know somebody that could use this, and oh, I know somebody else that could use that, and maybe I'm going through that right now. And there's just so many ways to help people with this product. So well done, guys. Just so happy you could join me today and see this. Let's get you guys out of here now. Again, we have let's show the graphic again there, Tyler. We got our January 27th, that's our virtual kickoff. Yeah, I was thinking of our showcase, but yeah, our virtual kickoff, January 27th, 6 p.m. You don't want to miss it, guys. We love doing this every year, getting you right in the great spot to go forward in 2026. You do not want to miss this. We have some great things we're going to be showing you, so make sure you calendar that. And then as well as our showcase tomorrow, January 13th, get everybody there. It's just a great opportunity for people to get introduced to Soul and see what products we have and how it can help them. We got some great testimonials coming as well. So sound good? All right, let's get you out of here. We got our 4-pack of coasters that we're going to start off with. And you guys, this is going to be it. Gwen says, yes, men need their own packaging. All right, guys, listen. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. We're going to make this happen, all right? Let me talk with the powers that be here, and we'll get this all figured out. The first winner of our coasters. No, she is not my cousin, but she might as well be. Tammy Peterson. She said that I took her sweatshirt today. Maybe I did, but I'm going to trade you some coasters for it because that's how we work. And you know that this wouldn't fit you anyway. I'm way bigger than you, so you know this is my own. But when I woke up this morning, I'm like, man, the sun is shining. It is freezing cold. We're going with a sweatshirt today, and we're going with some Excel because, listen, Excel beyond boundaries. That's what it says on the sweatshirt, and that's what I think of when I think of vibrancy, and I think of Chris DeVilliers down there in Louisiana and all you guys, so let's go. All right, we have our mystery pack as well, and we got Miss Anita Carpenter over there in Michigan. You guys, two of my favorite people, Tammy and Anita. I love it. Today is such an awesome day. I love starting off my day with Monday Morning Talking Success, seeing all of you, hearing the great things that you guys are doing, congratulating you and focusing on the success keys, and then being inspired by the testimonials and our guests that we have on with us. So many good things going on, guys. Go out there and kill it. Keep sharing soul. We sure love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Bye now.